أشرقت نفسي بنور من فؤادي حينما رددت يا رب العباد وانتشت روحي وصار الدمع يجري يا إلهي خذ بقلبي للرشاد.
Then some of the Salaf have allowed this, and some of them did not allow this and considered it to be prohibited. Amongst them is Ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu, may Allah be pleased with him. So the tamaim are those things which children are made to wear, either on their neck or on their wrist. In general, they are not permissible because of the hadith which is mentioned in the ruqa wa tamaim wa tiwalatu shirk, that incantations, talismans and love spells are shirk. This hadith is general. However, exempt from these are all those, are the ruqyas which do not constitute shirk, as the Prophet ﷺ said, "La ba's bil ruqya ma lam yakun shirk," that there is nothing wrong with ruqya as long as it does not constitute shirk. So the base rule concerning tamaim is that they are shirk. However, we find that some of the Salaf allowed making talismans from ayat from the Quran. And the principle is, if the Sahaba differ upon something, then we go back to the asl, we go back to the texts, and we find that the asl in the text is the base ruling of tamaim is that they are not shirk. However, we don't give the ruling of those of the Sahaba who did not allow them. They did not say that it is shirk because they are made from verses of the Quran, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's words are not created. So they suffice by saying that they are not permissible. And there are a number of mafasid, there are a number of problems with wearing talismans that are made from verses of the Quran. First of all, the person who wears them, if they are worn, then it makes it difficult to make inkar of wearing talismans in general, to wearing tamaim in general, because anyone can simply turn around and say that this is from that what's included, what's put inside this amulet or this talisman, that is wrapped up in leather, this has got verses of the Quran inside it. Sometimes the person wearing it might not even know what it contains and assume that it has verses in the Quran. So making inkar of wearing talismans, rebuking, censoring the wearing of talismans becomes difficult. The second problem is that the person wearing it will begin to become attached to the wearing, the act of wearing the talisman, to the talisman that self, and this is something which weakens tawheed, and which it can lead to shirk, leading to wearing the other forms of talismans. Thirdly, another problem is that it exposes that it can lead to disrespect and dishonoring of the ayat of the Quran, because people will go to them, people will go to places which are not befitting of having the Quran, or having ayat of the Quran taken to it. For example, the bathroom, akramakumullah, the people might wear them, wear ayat of the Quran, wear necklaces with ayat of the Quran engraved into them when they go to the toilet, akramakumullah. And this is something which happens, and sometimes even when you tell people that don't wear this, that this is disrespectful to the Quran, they say I need this for protection. I need this for protection from the jinn, and so on and so forth. So it leads to disrespect of the Quran. It leads to disrespect of the ayat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So with that being the case, it seems, wallahu alam, it appears that the stronger opinion is that which is held by Ibn Mas'ud and his companions, that it is not actually permissible, that it is prohibited to make tamaim, to wear tamaim from the verses of the Quran. Then Then the Shaykh rahmatullahi alayhi says, وَالرُّقَى هي التي تسمى العزائم وخص منها الدليل ما خلا من الشرك فقد رخص فيه رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم من العين والحمى. That ruqa are also called incantations, are also called charms, and an exception is given in the text for all those that are free from shirk. And the Prophet ﷺ gave leeway, gave a concession for them, for the purposes of protection from the evil eye, or curing from the evil eye, and from fever. وَالتِّوَلَةُ هي شيء يصنعونه يزعمون أنه يحبب المرأة إلى زوجها والرجل إلى امرأته. Tiwala, love spells, are something that things that are used, claiming that they endear a woman to her husband or a man to his wife, and this is actually a form of magic, and magic, magic constitutes shirk, as we will come to see in the chapter that is dedicated to magic. وروى أحمد عن رويفع قال لي رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يا رويفع لعل الحياة تطول بك فأخبر الناس أن من عقد لحيته أو تقلد وترا أو استنجى برجيع دابة أو عظم فإن محمدا بريء منه. That Ahmad narrated on the authority of Ruwayfi'. He said, Allah's Messenger said to me, O Ruwayfi', you may live for long. So tell the people that whoever ties a knot in his beard, or wears a bowstring, or cleans his private parts using animal dung or bones, then Muhammad has absolved himself from him. So the fact that when the Prophet ﷺ absolves himself from someone, then this shows that the action that he is mentioning is a major shirk, is a major sin. So so these are all very serious matters. So therefore, wearing a bowstring is something which is very major. It's something which constitutes shirk, either major shirk or minor shirk, depending on the belief of the person wearing that necklace. وعن سعيد بن جبير قال من قطع تميمة من إنسان كان كعدل رقبة رواه وكيع. Sa'id ibn Jubair said that whoever cuts a talisman from a person, breaks a talisman of a person, is like a person who has emancipated a slave. Now, Sa'id ibn Jubair is a tabi'i. Now, what does he mean by this? That it is like emancipating a slave. If Sa'id ibn Jubair, rahimahullah ta'ala, may Allah have mercy upon him, if he means by this that he will get the reward, the same reward in the akhirah that one gets for emancipating a slave, then this is something which requires a dalil from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, a text from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, a hadith from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If a Sahabi had said this, then that would also be accepted. As when a Sahabi says something to do with the ghaib, then this with the unseen, then this carries the ruling of something that the Prophet ﷺ said. The other thing that it could mean is that it is like emancipating a slave, in that it is similar to it, in that he has freed him from a form of slavery that one is subjected to when he attaches himself to other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if he means that this is the reward of it is like cutting, it's like emancipating a slave, then this is something which requires a dalil. However, if he means that it is like it is similar, he's merely striking a likeness, in that he is freeing him from a form of slavery, because he is freeing him from the attachment to other than Allah, freeing him from slavery to other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then this is something which is correct, and Allah alam, it seems that this is what Sa'id ibn Jubair means by this. So what he is saying is correct. Cutting, breaking a talisman of someone is like freeing him from slavery to that talisman, freeing him from that unnecessary false attachment to that talisman, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. وله عن إبراهيم قال كانوا يكرهون التمائم كلها من القرآن وغير القرآن. Ibrahim al-Nakhi, meaning al-Nakhi, said that they would dislike talismans, all of them, whether they were from the Quran or other than the Quran. And Ibrahim al-Nakhi, rahimahullah ta'ala, is referring to Ibn Mas'ud and his colleagues, Ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu, and his companions. وصلى الله وسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم.